Hey guys, welcome back. I'm working on a twofer again for Build a Page, as well as I'm using the Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches number 9. And we have a sketch today. We are on the 22nd day. We have a sketch from Ronnie Sue Scrapper, and it's pretty cool. So we've got background, a big old cutout, which I'm going to do. I don't know. I would call it a diagonal design because we have something here and here, but then we have something going this way. So I don't know. We've got splatty bits coming off those two corners, we'll call them. And yeah, that's what we got. So very cool. I think it's super open to interpretation, which I love. Awesome. And I am using a kit from the ScrapRoom from September 2021. It is Lake Life from Fancy Pants. Super cute kit. Also, I live in Michigan and we are the Great Lakes state. And I don't know if you can drive, I'd say 20 minutes without hitting some form of water here. I really don't know, at least not in my region. So totally works. So I've got three full-size pieces of paper still. I've got Fresh Air, Alluring, and Live Love Lake. So very cool, very bold. This one really looks Christmassy to me for some reason. Anywho, so I've got lots of that. And then I have 2 pieces of Big Swirl. And I also have both scraps and some 6x8 papers, which I think is really fun to have all of these different designs. So that's super fun. I've got enamel dots, which are always a good thing. I've got some of these wood veneer that are so cute with sticky stuff on the back. And then finally, I have some die cuts. So I have all of that. That is awesome. Got my fancy plate to use as my cutout piece. And then I have the extra stuff that I came up with as part of the Build a Page extras. I have alphas from Felicity Jane. I don't know if any of these are going to work, but I do have some of these great little epoxy stickers. I've got an epoxy flare, a couple more flare buttons, some puppies, and some washi. So those are the fun little goodies that I added in to kind of build out the kit. Now, I was not sure which pictures I was going to use when I started this extravaganza, but let me show you what I found. These are from, I believe, 2018, and this is my son and my youngest daughter wrestling in my best friend's lake. So they're going at it. It was hilarious. They're fighting, and they're both very tenacious, so they're totally going at it. And I thought, these kind of pictures I love way more than posed. I just do. They were having a time. So thought that would be super fun. Now, what we have to do is pick out the background and then like the little cutout piece. And I'm not quite sure because my patterns are pretty similar. I mean, they're not fishing, so that's a little iffy. And this looks more camping to me, which is a cool thing, but it's not really what I was doing. This is making me think I'm going to have to bring in a little bit of ink. It does. Why don't I use Life is Better at the Lake and use this for my circly bit that goes on the top. And then we'll see if we use this stuff. Although, guys, I love this piece right here. But I can't have everything. Ugh. Okay. It's okay, everybody. So let's trim off the binding strip. I obviously have to trim out my photos. I don't really know why I printed them the way I did, but I figure it'll work. So this piece has got to be, we have a really thick border around the, wait, I have to make sure that this will fit still though. Hold on. If it's at 11 and a half. I mean, if it's at 11, yeah, I'll be able to still do it. There's a really nice thick border around the center part on our sketch. And I just wanted to make sure I'd still be able to get a good plate cut out because this is super technical using my little white plastic plates. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try to cut a halfway decent circle. And I'm going to look, I don't know if I have a navy blue ink. If I don't, I'll just bring in charcoal. I love charcoal anyway. Or brown, not quite sure. There's a lot of brown in this collection. So yeah, I'll bring in brown. Maybe brown's a good, okay, I'm bringing in brown, everybody. Let me get it together. Anyway, I'm gonna mess with this for a little bit, get all my stuff trimmed out. I'll be right back. So I do have a nice bit of traction. Not that it looks like it. Ooh, I still have to ink up the outside of these wordy bits. So I cut my big old circle out of, what is this color called again? Big Swirl. And we're going to, in theory, put this down in a way that will look magical and perfect. It won't look perfect, that's fine. It is fine. It's gonna look good-ish. Okay, and I put it up on a little foam because I felt like it needed a shadow. Now, you know the bit that goes here that looks like a film strip? I'm just going to use a piece of gorgeous pattern paper and I'm going to go ahead, whilst I am doing so, and I'm going to have to go ahead, this is like the cheapest craft foam ever that I found in my stash. I'm gonna go ahead and just create a bit of a spot like this with it. Come on, I just refilled my ATG. It's being so fitful. It gets a little angry. So that film strip dealio was kind of on a wonky kind of side. So I'm gonna do the same thing, but this was a 6x8 piece of paper and I was like, I'll just go with it with that size. That's fine. Maybe it's meant to be. I don't know. So I'm going to have the whole thing kind of going like that. And, you know, you just saw me put the little foam there. So it will be the same level. All right, I need to ink up my edges here. And I did go ahead and mat my photos with a bunch of scraps. And I think that came out ever so nifty. So I'll do, I think I'll end up having it go just like that. That's really, really cute. And I'm going to put them squared off on my wonky sheet, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. But that's what I'll do there. I'm very happy with that. So I'm going to start popping them down because it's just about right-a-roo for me. Now, I still have to come up with my title. And let me get these guys on. I think I'm going to have to use a little bit of foam for this guy. So I need my title. I got to look through all my decorative bits, make a thing. Now, there's supposed to be, wait, this goes like this. There's decoration was in all these different spots. Let me look at my sketch really quickly. Okay, perfect. So there's big decoration here, which I have the photo there. That's going to be a little bit tricky. Maybe I should move this whole block up. I don't know. Decoration here, splatty, splatty. That's pretty much what I saw with that extravaganza. So do I do that? Or no, I like that because I didn't like that weird little like white space issue. So about like that. And then this, I think needs a little bit of my Frankenstein foam over here. So let me just get a couple of the, I have like these little cut off pieces that, I mean, always keep them. They always come. Oh gosh. See, I'm not used to this foamy stuff. It does as it wishes. It has plans. Like it totally has its own personality. Okay. I'm going to use foamy stuff all the time. I just haven't used the non-adhesive stuff. Okay, that is awesome. So what we did talk about is if I needed to move this whole big old block up just a yibbit. And I think we'll do that. I have foam there, so it's going to decide or help me decide exactly how far up I want some things. Now I want it wonky, but not like falling off the earth wonky. Okay, awesome. So got to ink the outside of that, and then I got to look at all of my decorative bits, come up with a title, yaddy, 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 and then I'll be back. So let me show you this right here. Let me show you my sketch from Ronnie Sue Scrapper right here. Oop. Come on, little piece, go off. Jeez. Okay, So it definitely, you would think it could cooperate. So it definitely is vibing the same way. Totally like different. I mean, I love the wood grain, don't get me wrong. But instead of a big film strip, I just have a 6x8 that I went ahead and matted again because pattern is my thing. This is pretty showy, like the sketch has here. And yeah, so I'm just using the product that I picked out ahead of time and going for it. All right, I'm going to keep playing. I'll be back in a minute. So I kept working on this. I use a Scrap and Happy Studio Heart Flare here. It's a lovely color match. And I was looking at these other ones that I have. And yeah, I mean, the camera one looks great. I just really don't have the best spot for it. Usually I can kind of shove and put, although, I mean, that is cute. But then I feel like I need, see, I don't have the right blue for it. So I'll hold off. It will get used. I did use this washi here, here, and here that I included. So that's fun. Now I think, oh, and I used the Felicity Jane Leatherette stickers for my title. Now in the sketch, the title is right here, but this ended up being a nice place. And I have all three of my little wood veneer pieces on. So then I thought we would just finish this off with some enamel dots and be done. So I definitely want to use these blue ones. They're a fab color match. Put one there. And I think I can get one maybe down here. So that's fun. Let's come in with, is this the same size? So I guess there's two sizes. It looks like two sizes. So then I will pop a brown there. I can have a brown one up here. And then maybe a little bit smaller of a brown one right there. And then what color next? I used some of the yellow washi, so let's do yellow. It'll have a really nice pop of color. So I have it there. I'll do a cute little one right here. Then I have them there. I mean, it's not that they're little, they're just smaller. And now that gets caught up, like disappears right into those little cattails. Maybe right there. No, I don't like that either, guys. There we go. Very good. So that is the layout for this sketch. Thank you, Ronnie Sue, for coming up with such a fun sketch to play along with. And I will have links down below for my build-a-page pails, as well as links for people who are playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches. All right, bye for now, friends.